Pattern. I'm here today with a hair review. This hair has been all the rave on social media. You guys have been all in the inbox hyping your girl up about this hair, and I'm telling y'all, you better stop because I will act up and then somebody's gonna have to come get me. So I just wanted to come to you guys and give you some information about this hair because I've been having so many questions. I thought, why not do a review and put it on my YouTube channel because this seems to be very popular. So I got this hair because I wanted to start working out. I had a week before and it was just really hard to keep up with my leave out, and I just did not want to do any heat damage and have to cut my hair off because I will cut my hair off if I have heat damage. So I figured, let me get a texture that's most similar to my hair texture. That way I can blend it, I can put it in a ponytail, I can sweat, and I won't have to worry about my edges or heat damage. So I went to my local beauty supply store in my area and I found some hair. I found this hair and I was really excited about it, but I was very skeptical about it. So this hair is the Motown Tress 10A bundles. So it comes with 3 bundles, and this is the Bohemian curl. I got the 18, 20, and 22 because my other weave was really long and I was feeling that, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get this curly hair, I know that it's probably gonna shrink a lot, so that's why I went with the 22. And it ended up running me about $150 plus tax, and I didn't think that that was bad at all for 3 bundles. So they said that it is 10A hair and it's supposed to be 100% human. I mean, I'm very skeptical when it comes to buying packed hair at the beauty supply store. So I usually buy raw bundles, and because that's what I'm used to and that's what I work with. I haven't bought packed hair in I don't know how long, so I was really surprised that I was going to actually like this hair. Before I bought the 18, the 20, and the 22, and they seem to be very true to length, so that's a plus right there. I definitely feel like I'm getting a full 22 inches out of this hair, and this is it being dried for a few hours with product in it and still very long, and that is what I absolutely. So let's talk about the smell. The hair didn't really have a bad smell, but I did wash it first because I feel like the curl pattern needs to be stretched out and weighed down because of the texture that it is in the packaging. It's very, very, very kinky, and I was a little afraid that it wasn't gonna blend with my hair. I felt like it was a little too kinky for my hair type. I think I have about a 3C hair, and with a lot of products, I think I can get a really defined curl pattern. So I was kind of worried about it because it was more of like a 4A texture. But once I wet it and brushed it out with my Denman brush, these are the curls that I achieved with doing that, washing it straight out the pack. So I would suggest washing it straight out the pack so it gets rid of any smell. I don't think the smell was bad or unusual for weave hair. So I would say that it was on the better side of hair that I've smelled so far. But I would suggest washing it anyways so that your curl pattern can loosen up, because the hair needs to be completely saturated. I think that that's the best way to do it rather than using a spray bottle, because I don't think the hair gets fully saturated enough and stretched out the way that it needs to, like it would if you were to hand wash it before putting your bundles in. So I do have a sew-in, and this is the only hair that I have left out here, and my edges. I don't have any hair left out in the back, but it matches perfect. I seriously, so many people stop me and ask me like, oh my God, your hair is so beautiful, can I touch it? I'm like, okay, I bought this. Let's talk about shedding. Okay, I know that is like a big thing for people. You worry about shedding, and that's one concern that I have for buying packed hair from the beauty supply store, because shedding is a pain in the butt, especially with this hair being so curly. If it were to shed as bad as some other hair that I've purchased out of the pack from beauty supply store, I would say don't even bother. This hair has very minimal shedding in the beginning. When I would use my spray bottle and brush my hair out, I noticed that in the sink, it would have little bits of hair as if like someone shaved, like a man shaved or something like that, like little bitty bits of hair. That was in the beginning. So now that I've been wearing this hair for about 2 weeks now, I get it fully saturated, I put conditioner in it, and I use my Denman brush to comb it out. I've noticed that it's starting to shed a little bit more, but nothing too crazy. I'm not really worried about it. I am kind of shocked that in the beginning that it wasn't shedding as much, and now that it is shedding, but I do comb it out every day. So that could be because of wear and tear. It could be just of tension from me combing it out every day. So I haven't seen very much shedding. I actually have a wad of hair to show you guys. So this is from yesterday. When I combed my hair out, I took the hair that was in the brush and I saved it for you guys because I thought that that would be something you guys would want to see. So this is the shedding that I had yesterday from brushing my hair out. I don't know, you guys be the judge. If you guys think that this is too much hair or it's whatever. Like I said, it didn't start shedding until recently, but it doesn't get super tangly. And that's because I start from the bottom. I make sure that I put a lot of conditioner into my hair. I start from the bottom with my Denman brush and work my way up like you're supposed to with natural hair. If you have naturally curly hair, you know how it can get a little bit crazy when it comes to detangling. Just remember that with this hair here. Let's talk about styling. So to style my hair, I make sure that I use the Eco Styler with castor oil, and I use that on my leave out here. After I've already washed my hair, shampooed it, and detangled, while it's soaking wet, I go in with the Shea Moisture Curl Pudding. I feel like that's been the product that works best with this hair. I've tried a curl gel, and I didn't really like that too much. I felt like the hold wasn't strong enough. The hair got really big later on during the day when the hair dried 100%. So right now, my hair is dry, and with the Shea Moisture, this is how the curls are. So it's still fluffy how I like it, but it still has hold and it's weighed down. So it's not like really frizzy and flying all over the place, and that's what I really like about it. I would suggest using Shea Moisture Curl Pudding for this hair if you want to style it and have your curls tamed, weighed down, and not too frizzy. And to blend my hair with the extensions, what I do is I put the product completely in my hair, I rake it, and then I go back with my Denman brush to smooth it out and make sure the product is distributed evenly. And then I get the Eco Styler gel and I lay that just like this, and I grab my Denman brush to blend my hair with the extensions, and it works perfect. So I get my handy dandy toothbrush and I make sure that I smooth my edges out and do my little baby hairs. I like my sideburns, and that is how I style my hair. I will do an in-depth video on that so you guys can see exactly how I style my hair. When it comes to shrinkage, I noticed that it depends on the product. Just like natural hair, it depends on the product. I don't get much shrinkage if I put a lot of product in it. Make sure that I brush it in completely, make sure that I use a lot, make sure I let it air dry, and I do not get a lot of shrinkage at all. I think that it's like the perfect amount of shrinkage once it's wet. I do have a video of my hair earlier today, right after I washed it, and I styled it and it was like completely wet. So I'll put that in here so that you guys can see how it looks when it's completely soaked versus being dry like now. One thing I can say that I love about this hair is it doesn't get all nappy like under this part in the neck area. So it doesn't like crawl up your neck and get all matted and nasty like some curly hair does. But I think that to prevent that, what you should do is to make sure that it's completely detangled. Use a conditioner that has a lot of slit, and then when you add your product, start at the bottom of your hair and fully saturate the back part with product, and that's going to help weigh the hair down. Make sure that it doesn't get frizzy so that it doesn't start to crawl up and get all tangled at the back of your neck. And like I said, I detangle this hair every day. After I take a shower, I get out the shower, I section it in 4, I comb it out, and then I put it in 4 twists. and then pin it up. And the hair dries pretty fast, so my hair may be a little damp in the morning, but that's okay because it's easier to work with once the hair is damp. When it's dry, it's kind of hard to brush through. So when I wake up in the morning and it's already damp from the night before, I just take my spray bottle and I wet it to refresh it, add a little bit of product, and I am on my way. So my hair looks really full right now. We didn't even have to use all of the bundles because of how curly the hair is. We used all of the 22-inch, we used all of the 18 inches, all of the 20 inches, and then we used about half of the 18-inch. So I do have a little bit of hair left over of the 18-inch, and I'll probably use that like if I need like a quick ponytail or something, if I decide to take a break in between extensions. So you won't need the whole entire pack, especially when you have long hair. You think that you need more bundles, but because this hair is so curly and it does fluff up, you don't need all 3 bundles. But I would suggest using as many bundles as you can. Like I said, I did try to fit all of it in here, and this is, we only used about half of the last bundle, which I like the results. So I think I would recommend this hair. So far, I've only had it for 2 weeks, but I can tell a difference from when I first installed this to when I detangled it yesterday and noticed that there was a lot of shedding. And when I detangled today, I noticed there was quite a bit of shedding, maybe about the same amount or a little bit less today. So this hair does eventually start to shed, and that's something to just be aware of. And like I said, because it is so curly and you do have to put in some work to detangle it, I'm not surprised that there is shedding. So it could just be because of tension. So just be careful when you are detangling it to avoid a ton of shedding, because I know that a lot of people are probably going to be very harsh on this hair when they're combing it out because of how curly it is. So make sure that you use a conditioner like Aussie Moisture that has a bunch of slip. Start from the bottom, work your way up, and then when you rinse your hair out, just rinse it out and go down like this and run the water down so that it does, to avoid the hair getting tangled again after you've already detangled it. So I think that you should try this hair. And if you don't have a hair texture like mine, which is like in the middle of a 3B and 3C, I would suggest that you go ahead and get a heavier Eco Styler gel, like the argan oil or the olive oil gel. I noticed that those are a little bit heavier with the consistency, and it does really hold the hair. So I would suggest that if you do have hair that is a little kinkier than mine, then I would suggest getting one of the two Eco Styler gels to help blend your hair with the extensions. And I would suggest to get a Denman brush to brush your hair into the extensions once you put the Eco Styler gel on your leave out. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to get in the comment section. I will respond to every question that you guys have. That's all I can think of at this moment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram so that we can stay connected. Bye guys.